So what's our mistake number three? Mistake number three is ignoring the search engine optimization. Some of us came in new, we didn't even know anything like the SEO. We didn't know anything like fully optimized titles, fully optimized descriptions, and all of those things. Okay, we learned those here in the streets of YouTube. Your titles are very important. Your descriptions are very, very important. Those are the things that the algorithm needs, the system needs to begin to identify which of the audience you are addressing. Okay, these are the things that the algorithm needs to identify the audience that you are trying to address. So if you put out a title like I can cook rice, it's not an optimized title. So if people come into the YouTube search engine to search for anything recipe, that title would hardly jump out. Do you understand? But if you put a title like um, the best way to prepare your buttered basmati rice, what are the keywords there? Buttered basmati rice. So if anybody comes with a particular need to look for a recipe for basmati, you will jump out already because you have put a pointer to your title, buttered basmati rice. Do you understand? It's more catchy than just saying how I cooked my rice. Everybody knows how to cook rice. you know, everybody knows how to cook rice. Okay, maybe not everybody, but 80% of the people, both genders, male and female, we know how to cook rice. Okay, so tweak your titles a little bit. Give a description. By the time you do the best way to prepare the buttered basmati rice, you can now go into the description and begin to write the step-by-step approach to having to prepare your buttered basmati rice. I don't want to use any topic that has to do with parenting so that it doesn't feel like that's my field. So, using those topics are just seamless. They are just on my fingertips. That's why I'm using cooking now. Okay, so you think about what you're doing, what is your niche, what video have you created, and then you optimize carefully. There are a lot of AI tools out there that can help with optimization right now, so you don't need to sit down and crack your head, go through what we went through. We didn't know we could use the AI tools to get our titles, to get our descriptions. That is why we are coming now to tell you, you don't have to spend all the time thinking of the English, thinking of the catchy titles, there are AI tools that can do all of those for you. And in another video, we shall be discussing that. Now, mistake number 4. What's our mistake number 4 again? Your thumbnails. Mistake number 4 has to be your thumbnails. I would always use the Wholesome Kids channel. We came in here not knowing anything about thumbnail. I used to see the thumbnails on people's videos, but I didn't even know they were called thumbnails. I saw those things where when you see a video, the first picture you see, and then you click it. When I click it and the video starts playing, I will not see that image. I won't see that picture again. I didn't know that this was thumbnail. And basically, what is a thumbnail? Thumbnail is just like a signpost. If you have a physical shop, and you've set up your shop very well, you've put in your products and everything, you need a signpost, isn't it, to direct people to the address where your shop is. That is basically what the thumbnail does for you. It is the thumbnail that makes people to come to locate your shop. It is your signpost. So you have to put in everything into your thumbnail. Yet again, we are going to be designing thumbnails in another video, okay? Put in everything in your thumbnail so that it will be an avenue for me to see your video and click on it. And then when I click on it, what happens? The first 10 seconds, you should be able to hook me. That's mistake number, is it 5 now? Your first 10 seconds, your intro. Some of us, we start by telling people, my name is this, welcome to Wholesome Kids channel, my name is Peggy, blah, 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 blah. Sweetheart, nobody wants to know you as a small creator. I am telling you the hardest truth. Nobody cares about who you are as a small creator. Nobody wants your introduction. Nobody wants to know you. They don't want to know where you're coming from. They don't want to know if you're a Nigerian YouTuber or a Canadian YouTuber. They don't want to know. So your first 10 seconds, hit it. What are you promising in this video? If you want to start with a question that is catchy, a question that will raise curiosity, ask that question so that it raises curiosity in my mind and I'm able to sit back to listen to you. Don't come and begin to introduce yourself to me. No, I don't want to know you as a small creator. This is the mistake we all make. I made the same mistake. If you go down the line in this channel, you're going to see that mistake where I'll introduce the channel to you. I'll tell you we are advocating for parents to raise wholesome kids. Nobody is interested in who you are as a small creator. Okay, we are going to be looking at mistake number 6. Mistake number 6. And what is it? Watching your analytics too early. You don't even have a data. You don't have subscribers. You have only 15 subscribers. And then you post a video 30 minutes or 1 hour after you post that video. You're going to the analytics to go and check because you had watched one video somewhere where they taught you how to access your YouTube studio. They told you to download the YouTube studio, that you cannot have a YouTube app without having a YouTube studio as a YouTuber. So you've gone ahead to download your YouTube studio. Now, every 30 minutes, you're running to the YouTube studio to go and check your analytics. Who did you keep there? Did you keep anybody in the street of YouTube to watch your videos? You didn't. Nobody knows you here. Nobody knows you here. The moment you start checking your analytics, it weighs you down because you're going to check after 1 hour, you'll see 5 views. You come after 3 hours, you're going to see 8 views. You come after day 3, you're going to see 9 views on that particular video. And then all your efforts, you feel I put in so much into this video. Maybe it's a video you shot for about 2 weeks. After shooting, you took another 1 week to edit. Okay? You took another 1 week to edit. You feel frustrated. Stop watching your analytics too early. There is nothing you're going to see there. You don't have a data yet. You do not have a data yet. You don't have a data yet. You don't have the subscribers yet. You don't have a community yet. The system is just knowing that, oh, a new person has joined us. It's just like having a physical shop again. Okay? So your physical shop is at number 5 Wholesome Kids Street. You came in like you're 1 week old. We don't know you. Nobody in that street knows what you're doing. Yes, we have seen your signpost, which is your thumbnail. You are claiming you do XYZ. We've not even come in to come and check out what you're doing. And then by the end of the day, by the close of day, you pick up your accounting books. You're looking at them, feeling sorry for yourself that you didn't enter any form of sale in that book. Sweetheart, nobody knows you in the street yet. You've not even done your work advertising that business that you've opened physically in the streets of social media. You've not taken advantage of the streets of social media to draw traffic to your physical shop, your physical shop, which is now your YouTube channel. Stop checking the analytics too early. Stop checking the analytics too early. It will not help you. Sweetheart, make your good videos, bring out value. That's why I said you don't have to get the ring light. You don't have to get the microphone. You don't, just come as raw as you are and deliver value. Deliver value from the broken screen of your phone. Check out Ben Did It. the Ghanaian guy who is very big on YouTube growth right now. He put out a post some time ago, I think it's about a week or two now, Ben did it, where he said from shooting with a broken screen to going global. He's teaching about 142 students right now at his backdrop, at his academy. Do you understand? He started with a broken screen. Start with your broken screen, but deliver value. Deliver value that will make people to come back to your channel when your thumbnail pops on their feed. Stop checking your analytics too early. It's going to drive you off the streets of YouTube. I'm very sorry, you're going to be hearing some noises. So our mistake number 7 is giving up too early. Yes, beginners give up too early. Look, every guru on YouTube, every big creator, every YouTuber, everybody that comes out by the end of the month to show you their paycheck. Oh, I received my paycheck from YouTube. Oh, YouTube has paid me. Oh, I used the money YouTube paid me to rent my new house. They started with 0 views. They started with 0 views. They are now able to show you their paychecks because they never gave up. They are now able to show you their paychecks because they stayed consistent. What's the solution to you giving up too early? Stay here. Be consistent. Learn. Be open to learning. Adapt to changes and grow. I am very, very excited about the Wholesome Kids brand because we are evolving, we are expanding, we are diversifying. Would I tell you that the struggle has not been hard on us? It has been hard on us. From shooting videos, editing, and then coming out here to see that after 3 weeks, you're still having 46 views. Even as it is now, we've not gotten it there. We've not gotten yet to that point we are looking out for. But because we are convinced that we have learned something, we are convinced that we have grown from the naive people that came into this street to a point where we can now stand and tell you that this is what you're doing wrong, this is what you're doing wrong. That is growth process. We give up too early. I want to encourage you, as long as we are still here, you stay put. That's what I'm telling you. Don't run and begin to buy anything. Don't run and begin to say, oh, I want to get the light. Before you start, just start. We got the light. The light did not give us the views. We got the microphones. The microphones did not give us the views. Do you understand? We paid for editor. The professional edited videos have not given us the views. Do you know why? Because we have to stay here. There is something called gestation period. We have to stay here, put ourselves out there so that the algorithm can understand what we are doing. In fact, now that we are adding something new, which is the YouTube growth, the views are now going to drop again because we are going to be confusing the algorithm a little bit. I thought these people were, I thought these people were a parenting channel. Are they now doing YouTube group? But after a while, it will understand that we are now trying to combine 2 niches, that can align. The reason we are bringing YouTube growth is because it aligns with what we are doing. We have a lot of parent creators here. So let us also serve the need they have in craving for greater information, pointing them to better information than so many jargons. There are a lot of jargons here. You've got to be very careful. There are a lot of jargons here that people spew out. You've got to be very careful. When you watch videos, allow your mind, allow your inner mind, your instincts to tell you whether this information you're getting is right or wrong. Do you understand? I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just saying that there are a lot of things being dished out here that are not as true as, they make them seem. So let your inner instincts direct you. As you're watching even this video right now, this my video, as you're watching it, if your inner instinct tells you that, no, don't go by what this lady is saying, please don't go by it. That is how solid I want you to be as a parent creator. Because I don't want you carrying frustrations of your YouTube journey not working and allowing it to affect your parenting. Please. I hold those children to a great extent. Do you know why? My son is not going to be an island of himself when he grows up. So as long as I'm doing everything possible to parent him wholesomely, I need you to also parent your own child wholesomely, because my child will need your child at some stage in life. Okay, so there you have it. 7 mistakes that every new YouTuber makes. We were scapegoats. We wouldn't want you to be a scapegoat. So you learn from our mistakes. If you've watched up till this time, then you must have gotten value from the video. Be kind enough to give us your like, your subscription, and share this to yet another parent who may need this. And then we'll see you in the next video, where we'll bring you yet another mind-blowing, eye-opening truth about the YouTube streets. Thank you.